Welcome, magical people, friends, and muggles to TyeTyelandxox. Please subscribe, like, and turn on the notifications to my channel so that you never miss a magical moment. So today, we are going to be making these magical wands that are beautiful. So come on along with me and we will get started. Yes! So let's dive right into the first step. So the first step is to get your piece of wood stick that you have. This is a medium small size stick, and you're gonna want the ends to be pointed. Now you could get a pencil sharpener, or you can do it that way, but I decided to actually file it down myself with a nail file because I wanted it to look a little bit more organic, like someone may have carved it or sanded it themselves. And I can show you really quickly how I did that, just this motion until I got the desired point that I wanted. And the end result of sanding it is going to look like this. As you can see, it's not too pointy, it's not too perfect, just right for what I'm looking for. All right, let's move on to the second step. For your next step, you're going to need to pick out some beads from different stores that you want to use for your wand. These were from Michael's, Hobby Lobby, and I'll have the description below. These are so beautiful, quartz stone. And these little marbles I got sometime at the Outer Banks. I didn't know how I was going to use them yet, but now I do, so I'm excited. We're going to do a couple different styles and move on to the next step. So I did some research on the next part, and I found that hot glue is the best to use for this project, and I actually got this glue from Amazon, and of course I'll have the information on that below. Now we're going to put our jewels on top of our wand, and first I'm going to do the marble with a stick, and what we're going to do is put some glue on the top of this stick like that, and then we are just going to put our marble right on top like that. We'll leave that like that for now, and then we are going to put this gem on a stick. And to do this, you're going to need wire and wire cutters, and I will show you how I started doing this. This is when the fight with me and these nails began. Woo! I normally don't have my nails this long, but I went ahead with it this time, and I paid for it because my oh my, did I struggle with this project with these nails. So after you finish that step, this is what your wand is going to look like. And you can, if you don't want to have any more stones on your wand, you can go on to the next step with glue, or you could add stones on to your wand. Now some people take the strand and wrap it all the way around, but I found it's a little bit harder to do it that way. So I like to individually put the crystal on a string of wire and glue it and then wrap it. So I have already glued this onto here, and I'll show you how you wrap it. So after you finish that step, this is what your wand is going to look like. And you can, if you don't want to have any more stones on your wand, you can go on to the next step with glue, or you could add stones on to your wand. Now some people take the strand and wrap it all the way around, but I found it's a little bit harder to do it that way. So I like to individually put the crystal on a string of wire and glue it and then wrap it. So I have already glued this onto here, and I'll show you how you wrap it. This is when panic took over my body and I realized how hard this actually was gonna become. I ended up doing it a different way off camera, but you can see me struggle right here. All right, guys, that process was a little bit harder than I anticipated. So I had to do a couple different methods. And if you're interested, maybe in a later video, I could show you exactly how I got these on here. But after you do this step, you're then going to take your hot glue gun and put glue around the base as well as the jewels. So let's get started with that. This little glue gun will not let me be great, as you will be able to see. Please do not do this project with a little teeny glue gun. Please invest in a good glue gun so you can get the work done quicker and easier. All the way around, we're going to go ahead and dip it in some cold water just to help set it and make sure that the glue gets hard in the way that you want it to, and then I'm gonna let that dry just like that. So after that, this is what it'll look like pretty much. This one has 3 stones on it, and then we will put glue on the rest of this stick, and I will show you how that is gonna look. Alright, so off camera, we're starting to look more like we have a wand here. I have the glue wrapped around on the desired areas that I wanted. I wanted this to be more like a swirl, so that's how I did this one. So I'll dip it into the water just one more time on the top, because I put a little bit more glue on the top to make sure that that sets. All right. So we have our glue covered on our stick. So the next thing I'm gonna do is take our strand of beads and put it on here. Now you can keep the beads already strung, but I decided to restring them because it wasn't one cohesive string. And then all you gotta do is put the glue down and wrap this around. So I'm gonna do that now off camera, and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, I'm so excited. Look how beautiful this is. Oh yes, I love this one so much. So we wrapped all of the beads all the way around with glue, and then filled in the little spaces with our glue too. So now we're going to dip this, the top, so it can hold everything together, and then I'm gonna let that dry. So then I'm gonna take the one that we had been working on previously, because it is good to go now, and I'm going to take some black satin acrylic and paint the whole thing, even the black part up here, because I don't really want this shiny coating that we have on here, because I want it to look more carved than like glue or wax. So I'm gonna paint this, and I will let you guys watch me. All right, so here we are with just a black wand. It is really starting to look like a magical wand now. I'm getting excited. So as you can see, it is a satin finish. And what we're gonna do now is take a metallic color, and I'm gonna take this purple metallic color, and I am going to brush that over our wand to make it come to life. So let's get into that. All right, so here is another wand that I painted silver, and it's so pretty. So the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to add some glitter nail polish to this to make it extravagant, because you know I love everything that's a little fancy. So, but I didn't feel like this was enough glitter, so I'm actually going to add it with this glitter from Michael's. This nail polish is from Dollar Tree. You could just use this, or you can even use acrylic paint, but I really like how this works. So let's jump into that. All right, so we have glitter on our wand, and it's looking fantastic. So our last step for today is to spray it with this Shortcuts glosser to make sure that there's no wear and tear and everything stays where it's supposed to be. Just a nice little coating on that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that to these wands, and then we're gonna see how they all turned out. All right, stay tuned. Okay, just a little tip on this wand. As you guys probably remember, I started off with this ball, but I noticed that it came out when I was messing with it. So I don't know if it was because it's smooth and then I didn't put enough glue, but I replaced it with a little rougher surface marble, and then I pulled the glue up higher to kind of encase it a little bit better. The only thing I don't like is it takes a little bit away from what the marble looks like, but from me messing around with it, it looks like it's pretty sturdy now that I have put these protective pieces of glue on there to hold it in. So that is just one little tip that I have from learning on this project. Now our wand is dry and ready to go. It has its clear coating on it, and that concludes this video. Please subscribe and comment and like this video. Also, special shout out to Magical Curiosity, the person that I got inspiration for this video, and stay tuned for our next video. I'll have some pictures right to follow this, and maybe even a blooper reel. Special shout out to my girl Tennille. She slayed these edges, honey. Slayed them, slayed them. Thank you, Tennille. This special project was a labor of love, but truly worth it at the end. Subscribe, comment, and like this video, and get the on our wands, and we let it dry. What we will do